So yes. So anyway,
That was the what was that?
that was the beginning.
What's that called?
That was the intro.
Intro.
Yes.
That was the intro.
It's like an intro because it introduces us.
It's the technical term for that, I believe.
As you see, we have
Fred, Tim, Jim Bob,
we got
Jimbo,
yes, we got the
Jimmy
Vaping
Bob,
Nation,
Thornton,
Dustin, and Justin.
Yeah.
There you go. That's pretty much our show. So
that's it.
thanks for stopping by.
See you guys later.
Not really. I'm just kidding. We're just getting wound up. We're just getting wounded up. Wind it up. Wind it up. Wind it up. Oh. Uh-oh. It broke.
Take another shot.
Broke a spring.
There's dogs all over the place.
We got dogs over there, over here, over yonder, and over there, over the holler.
So how was your extended weekend last weekend?
My extended weekend.
Extended weekend.
Why was it extended?
Well, because we didn't have a show Tuesday, so it was extended.
Well, I still had to work Monday.
Yeah, but it was extended. It's been extended.
Well,
It was.
it felt like I extended it.
It was extended.
It felt like I pulled something. It was so far extended, I had to pull. It like I pulled something.
So it was too far.
It was too far.
You went too far.
It was extended too much.
He's
It was overextended.
overextended it.
Overextended.
He's
So,
went too far.
too far.
That's what that means.
Too far.
So you had a good weekend?
We need to make that's a good point. We need to make an intro for the dogs. We need to introduce.
Oh, that's a good idea.
We need to put the dogs in the intro thing.
Yeah.
They are in the outro. They are on the credits at the end. They are in there.
Are they?
Yeah, they're in there. Should we roll the credits and be done with the show? That way they can watch the end of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that's supposed to be a compliment.
Are you sure?
Well,
You sure about that?
Deadpool said it's like watching it's like an acid trip watching you guys. I don't know what that's like. I've never been on acid, but that's kind of funny.
I have been a handful of times.
If this is what an acid trip is like,
And,
well, I guess watching us is like an acid trip. So I guess I wouldn't know, but
I had half of the times I tripped, I had fun. The other half
would you
was terrible.
would you say that when you were on an acid trip that this was what it was like? Like watching this would have been what it was like?
Well, since I'm myself,
Yes.
I don't know.
Huh.
Because
Good point.
this is normal to me.
Yes. Yes.
You got to put the top back on your dripper before you vape it.
It's like an acid trip without that top on the paper. Yeah. Don't forget to push the button. And don't let it blow up and go down your throat and blow up again. So
The drip tip will explode on its own if you're not careful. Possibly. Disclaimer.
I feel like I'm a German. I feel like a techno-German.
El Greba, German over here. El Greba's going to hitch up the horse. He's going to check the cow out in the field. He's going to plow the corn under and have the little cactus in for dinner.
So we have some bad news to report.
We do?
David Bowie has passed away.
Oh, that's right. That's
David
right,
Bowie.
folks.
He's gone.
Oh,
He's one of the most famous vapors on the planet.
tea break.
I don't think he was vaping, but if he was probably one of the most famous ones. I don't know.
I saw a picture the other day of celebrities vaping. You believe that?
Wow, that's something.
That is. That's something.
terrible.
That is something else.
Oh, they're really a bad influence.
Well, they're celebrities,
Well, they are.
you know,
They can get away with it.
and they're vaping.
They're vaping. They have some of that special celebrity e-juice. It's called Celie juice. I wonder if Celine Dion juice would be available.
I don't know. Possibly. Possibly.
I don't know. Just saying. Just asking.
We are missing something.
We're missing something. What are we missing?
We're missing the logo.
The logo.
Missing the logo. We're missing a logo. Sir, in the corner of the screen, I believe. I believe we are missing the logo. There's a logo missing, I believe. It's missing.
It's not working.
It's
Logo's
gone.
not working.
It has disappeared.
Logo's not
it's
working.
no longer there.
Yeah, logo's not working.
It is not appearing.
Well, that means I'll have to push this button and then push this button. There
it is.
Is the logo.
That's E-Vapor Hut's
That
logo.
is E-Vapor Hut right
And
there.
they have a website
They have a
that
web
you can go
site.
to.
Right there.
That's who's giving the juice away today, by the way. And you can go to their website, evaporhut.com. It'll be in the chat room. They have a sale going on right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Right here.
Right here, right now.
Right now. There's a sale going
then,
on.
Right here, right now.
Right
then.
here. Right now.
Sometime.
Right there.
Right now. It's today.
Follow the bouncing
and tomorrow.
E-Vapor Hut logo.
And maybe the day after that.
It's got to be there somewhere.
It's right now,
whoa,
right here.
Whoa! Wow!
Right, there it goes.
Look at that.
Oh,
where's it going?
Oh,
it's like playing pong.
Look out!
Goal! Okay, so let's put that back up there where it belongs.
That was incredible.
Oh, I'm a talented guy.
It was incredible.
I'm talented.
Can you put it up a little higher for me?
No, because if I run the banner, it's not going to be. We're not going to be able to see it.
Oh.
It's going to actually.
I'll just do this.
I think it actually might work if I put that.
I'll just do that.
Yeah, just stay that like that, just the rest of the show. I'll do it too. That way they'll think it's normal.
Okay.
So we'll both be down here like this. They'll think it's normal.
Hello, Sonny.
Hi there.
Hi.
Here we are on the old geezer vapor channel.
We're drinking the cold brew tea.
Drinking the tea.
I just put my teeth in. And
my diverticulosis is acting up, and I need some tea to keep things washed down.
I've got some corns on my butt.
Because my diverticulosis is a little bit backed up.
My adult
I have a
diaper is full.
diverticulum.
You want to put that in the chat room?
I have a Zinker's diverticulum. Huh? What?
Put that in the chat room.
What?
Diverticulitis.
Okay. I'll put it in there.
No, E-Vapor Hut stuff.
I'm going to put diverticulus. E-Vapor Hut stuff. What do you mean E-Vapor Hut stuff?
Well, their website and such.
Oh, it's in there.
Is it?
It's already
well,
in
put
there.
it in there.
I put it in there before.
Well, it's in there then.
It's always been in
It's
there.
in there.
It's always there.
That's where it is.
Where else would it be?
It's already there.
It's there. So, yeah.
It's where it's at.
I thought it was going to be a no-go for the logo. No-go for the logo. We got a regular rapper in the room right now.
Well, there's talent out there, folks. There's talent.
Let's see. I got to push on this button,
there.
and that button, and then we can put this stuff in there. I think I can just do that. I think that's got it in there. So yeah, I think that's in there. Facebook, VapingNation, eVapor Hut. Yeah, there's a link there for eVaporHut.com in that group of links.
And you can use promo code VapingNation.
Oh, is that available now again?
That will work. Yes, it will.
Well, that's mighty big.
Well, it's big.
It's big. That's big news. That's part of our biggest news of the day.
It's big news.
It's big news.
It's big news, folks.
That's bigger than my
big toe.
Bottom.
Bottom of
toe.
what?
My bottom toe. I have toes that go this way, and I also
bottom toes?
I got some toes that go this way and that way.
You have 2 rows of toes?
I have 2 rows of toes.
Justin has 2 rows of toes.
It's my kung fu move.
Put the promo code in there. You get 20% off if you use that promo code. By the way.
Promo code.
I'm vaping.
Vaping. Does it have to be capitals or does it be all one word?
No, it's just all one word.
All one word.
There's no the in front of it for some reason. It's just Vaping Nation.
How do you spell that?
I don't know.
T-H-A-T.
I think it's with an O.
Spell that T-H-A-T.
It's with an O.
With an O.
It's with an O.
With an O.
It's with an O.
O.
Put it on Desktop Presenter.
Vapor Hut.
Put it on Desktop Presenter, sir.
Yes. With an O. It's a Vapor Hut.
Presenter, please.
What?
Please, sir.
What?
Sir, will you please?
What?
I'm asking you. I'm imploring you. Deploring.
Oh, you got it. You're deploring?
I don't know.
You're deplorious?
Deploring?
Deploporous? Deploporous?
Applauding?
Deplanopolis? Are you
Stephanopoulos?
Are you Stephanopoulos?
Is Stephanopoulos?
Stuffing envelopes? Are you
Is chicken the cow?
Poopanopolis? Pooping all of us?
El backed up?
Pooping all of us?
What?
Huh? So we are pushing 11 people now. We were up to 15 there for a second, and we pushed
Actually,
it.
we hit 16.
We pushed it up with 16, and we pushed it all the way up to 11.
So we're on our way up, folks.
Woo!
It probably didn't help any
Whoa.
that I didn't actually post about the show till like 20 minutes before it started.
That would have made a huge difference.
Well, might have.
Yeah.
You know.
Our Friday shows have been a little bit sparse. Our Tuesday shows have been pretty full, and we didn't have a show on Tuesday.
Yeah. And it was still full. We
Yeah,
didn't
it
have
was
a
still-
show,
there was like 50
and there
people in the
still
room,
a lot of
and we
people.
weren't even there.
We weren't there. And
They
there
showed up
There are
because-
actually more people there when we're not
Yeah,
there.
there's actually more people in our room when we're gone.
That's weird.
Not sure what
That should
that's
be
all about.
Maybe that's a hint.
Maybe we should take a clue there.
Should we read into that? Maybe.
Maybe we could. Can we read into that?
I think your wife is trying to get a hold of you.
I think she is. There's a okay. Oh,
I think your wife is trying to get a hold of you.
huh.
Did you make it home?
I don't know. Guess not.
Give flat tire.
No,
flat.
she just said okay.
Okay to what?
I think she's going to come home.
Is she
at some
okay?
point. I think she wants to come home and do some schoolwork.
Is that right?
Well, now I got all kinds of other messages here. People who want this, want that, want this, and want that.
Huh. I don't know.
What's that now?
It's hard telling what that is.
Okay, so we already got an email from our wiener
Oh, well,
for the
good
E-Vapor
job,
Hut
good job.
wiener. It's already in there. I'm not going to open that because if I do, then it messes everything up. So
I'll open it after the show.
he's going to open it right after the show, and we're going to get that juice right out to you.
Well, no,
via
it'll take a while.
Amish rocket. We've got an Amish
And Amish
rocket
have
service.
no rockets, so it's going to be a while.
Amish rocket. Yeah.
It's not funny. It's not funny at all.
So yeah, don't think that next week you're going to have vape juice in your mailbox on Monday morning. It's not going to be there.
Not that quick.
Not quite. No. But it will be there eventually, if the creek don't rise and all that stuff. So,
I'm getting dry hits with this thing.
I'm getting dry heaves.
You're getting the dry heaves?
That's my dry heave. That's my impersonation of a dry heave.
That was good.
Yeah.
I almost believed it.
Well, it looked pretty real
Almost.
because I was heaving.
Almost believed it. What we have up behind us here is our YouTube channel, where you can see our old videos if you want. It's youtube.com/TheVapingNation is what it is. We got quite a few shows on there now, don't we? We got quite a few shows.
We got about 30 or 40 or more than that.
There's
probably.
quite a few on there. I don't know who would want to watch them, but some people do. I don't know why. So that's what's up there, and I might as well. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go over here to this other page, and yes, this is the E-Vapor Hut website where you can go get some good juice. They have good juice there, and I prefer the Blue Sweet Tart is my favorite actually, which I am out of. But they have good juice. All their juice is good. All the stuff I've tried has been good. So if you want to try them out, you can go over there.
I may have to step away from the show for just a couple of seconds.
What?
I might.
Why?
I have to send an email.
For what?
For another business that actually makes money. We actually do things that actually make money. Yeah. It's not just that they cost money. They actually make money.
Is that right?
No, not really. Not really. No. It's the only way we can pay the bills around here. It's the only way we can have an illustrious show with a set like this.
Illustrious.
All this.
Illustrious.
So we had somebody walk in the office the other day who had never been in here before and was talking to me about some repairs on the building here. And the guy shows up and walks in the door and he says, "Oh, do you know Joe Graber?"
Joe Graber?
Something like that. It was like Yoder or Graber or something. I was like, the name sounds familiar, but, there's a lot of Joe Grabers around. I mean, there's, I don't know.
There's a lot of Grabers and a lot of Yoders around.
Quite a few. There's quite a few.
And there's quite a few Millers.
Yeah, there's a couple. There are a couple, yeah.
And a Schrock. There's a lot of Schrocks.
Well, there's a lot of Schrocks. Schrocks. I kind of like saying the word Schrock. Schrock.
Schrock.
Kind of reminds me of rock. Schrock.
It's a
like
crock.
you got something, big rock stuck in your throat. Schrock.
It's a crock.
Schrock.
It's a crock, sir.
You eat something that you don't like. Schrock.
Yeah. Schrock. It's a big crock.
Yeah, so he walks in and he sees this set here, because it's kind of in the main front part of the building here. Walks in, sees it, and says, "Oh, yeah, he's into photography too." And I said, "We don't do photography here. This isn't stills. We're not in the 1930s. No, this is live streaming to the internet, the interweb, the ethosphere, the stuff out there, all that stuff. We do that. None of this still photography stuff where you got..." And you have to try to figure out what's going on in the picture. A picture might say 1,000 words, but a video is forever.
What?
I don't know.
Not if you
a video is... You don't have to have 10,000 words. It's because you see the real... You don't even need to think. It's just passive. You just sit there. I'm watching a video. It's thinking for me. I don't have to think. I just watch the video, and it tells me what to think. I look at a picture and I have to think about what's going on in that picture. See, a video, it just tells you what's going on. See, I'm sitting there watching it and it's telling me what to do. Well, I grew up watching videos. You probably can't tell because I am so articulate.
Can't tell.
But I don't know what that means, but I thought it was a big word I could use to make myself
big word.
sound a little bit more smarter.
Smarter.
Yeah.
Intelligent.
What's that word mean?
I don't know.
So, yeah. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Huh? I don't know. I was just rambling on.
So what was this guy doing in here?
Well, he was telling me, the building has a couple of little problems.
It does?
Yeah, we had an eaves trough that looked like it was going to pull the whole side of the building down.
Is there a septic backup?
It was peeling off the side of the building. It was hanging out there, flopping around. It's like 25 feet, 30 feet long.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Well, I got that fixed.
Did you?
I got it fixed.
Wow.
Yeah. I paid somebody, and they fixed it.
They fixed it?
They fixed it. They came right out on like a 10 to below 0 day, and they said, well, yeah, we'll fix that. I'll tap that right up there. Just pay me $1,000 cash, and I'll do it right now.
Is that a guaranteed fix?
I said, well, yeah. I said, I'll pay you $1,000, and you're going to rebuild me a whole new building because I'm not paying you no $1,000. No way. So we negotiated it down to about $10, and he did it. It was a little more than $10, but yeah. So yeah, that's fixed.
Was it somebody from the neighborhood here?
No, it was some guy I got on HomeAdvisor.com. HomeAdvisor, ding dong.com. So that's our sponsor today is Home Advisor.
Is that right?
They don't know it, but they are.
It's leaking. It's leaking.
I'm leaking too. Maybe they didn't know. That might be too much information. Is that TIM?
That's TIM.
TIM. Is that TIM?
That's TIM.
Too information much? That's the way you say it in Spanish.
Something.
Yes. So, okay, so Triple X Des XXX has shown up. Oh, I see. Triple X Desex. Is that the way you pronounce that? I don't know.
It sounds naughty.
People have some complicated names in here. I don't know. Where do you come up with these names? You must sit around for hours thinking up.
That sounds naughty.
Oh, it is naughty.
Sounds like a naughty name.
Triple X Desex.
Naughty name.
So so the show can start now because you are here.
It sounds
and that's
naughty.
so we can start the show over. Should we start the show over? Well, we got this little button here we can push, and it will start the show over. Or at least it's supposed to.
Let's do the intro.
See if it works.
Here's the intro, folks.
Is it working?
A mess. I've got a mess going on.
There it goes.
It's a big mess.
It's time for the Vaping Nation, starring Justin and Dustin.
Yeah, we already did that, so we're not going to do it again. So yeah, but that way you kind of feel like it started again, sort of. Not really. We're just kidding you, but trying to humor you a little bit, making you think that you're really important. Because that's really what's important, is making you think that you're really important. As long as you think you're important, then you might think you're Donald Trump. Wow. Whoa. Yeah, so, okay.
What a loser.
Yeah. I've been practicing that all week. But, so what do we got going on there, Dustin? What's in the... So today's show, we're going to show you how to make a mess with e-juice. How to make your device spill itself all over the table.
And then how to throw your paper towel down like this.
And throw a little tizzy fit, like a little schoolgirl.
Like
a little junior high girl trying to put on makeup for the first time.
You gotta wrinkle up your face like this. You gotta get your hands going like this. You gotta get your hands going, and then you gotta go like that. Then
I got lipstick on my teeth.
Go back for like, and then you go. Yeah, so that's what's happening.
Something like that.
That's what's going on. Pinhead.
Yeah. Why does he keep calling me a pinhead? I don't understand. Why do you keep calling me a pinhead?
Kermit has a pinhead.
Who's Kermit?
Kermit. Yeah, so I'm using the AnyBox from Kanger Tech. Right
AnyBox.
I had it sitting here, so I thought I'd try it. I have juice in it. That's why I'm using it, basically, because there was juice in it still, and I'm out of juice, basically. So, yeah, I've got juice everywhere. Why is there juice all over the place? So, yeah, that's what I'm using here. I've got the I think I built a coil in this a while back, and I'm sure it's my fault that it's leaking, most likely. But I have heard
something not tight on it, or is
well, I probably didn't do the cotton right in it. You know how it goes.
Oh, I know how it goes.
You know how it goes.
Yeah, in all my years of vaping, I've discovered a lot of things about the sealing of the apparatus.
Of the apparatus.
Yes.
I have heard that once this tank gets low on juice, that it will leak. It will start to leak.
Sometimes when I get low, I start to leak.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, even
Like
when you're
now.
high, you leak.
Like right now, I'm really low. I think I'm pretty sure I'm starting to leak a little bit. I'm leaking a little bit. Yes.
Back when I was high, I leaked all the time.
Yes, yes.
Constantly leaking. I was just a constant leaker.
That's right.
I leaked
64
everywhere.
ounces.
I would leak
64.
all over the place.
64 ounces.
So I'm using this right now, and then I'm also using this. You know, I usually had a Tesla, 160 watt Tesla that I used. I was using that for quite a while. How long do you think I had that?
Oh, at least 20 years, 20, 30 years.
20,
back when you were
30
just a little kid.
20, 30 years?
You started in when they were with Gummy Bear, when you were just a kid.
Yeah, that's right.
You're like 10
I
years old.
forgot about that.
Yeah, you're like 5 or 10 years old, somewhere in there.
Probably. We were on the. I remember the school bus song we used to sing.
School bus.
Yeah.
Well, the school bus driver used to hand out e-juice to everybody.
The kids on the bus.
Kids on the bus go vape, 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 vape. Vape, vape, vape. The kids on the bus go vape, vape, vape all around the town.
Whatever, yeah. So yeah, that was always fun. It was good times. But the Tesla has now taken a poo. That's right, folks. It pooed out on me.
I'm doing sound effects because we don't have anything in the board yet. Our fancy little control board here. Fancy little control board. Doesn't have any sound effects in it yet, so I have to do the sound effects myself. It took a poo.
That's good. That's a good sound effect. Very, very good at that. It's impressive. It's an impressive array of skills you have, sir.
Well, I hung out in a lot of Walmart bathrooms, and I've heard a lot of sounds. I'm just going to tell you.
Yeah.
Heard a lot of interesting sounds in there.
Yeah.
You hear? Yeah. Every time I go into a Walmart bathroom.
Sure. Sure. Yep.
It seems that someone comes rushing in, runs in, busts into the toilet area.
Into your stall?
No. I don't go in the stalls. No.
Okay.
I don't go in there.
So you just stand in the corner?
I stand in the corner.
Okay.
Yeah, the rest of the place is dirty.
Do you videotape this?
Oh, usually, yeah. Typically, yeah.
Okay.
And we'll be showing video later. Inevitably, somebody will come busting in there as fast as they can, and they'll come busting in the door, into the stall, and all of a sudden, you hear all kinds of noises. And obviously, they really needed to go. It was one of those emergency type. It was an emergency. Mm-hmm. And yeah. I have bad dreams about that stuff. It's scary.
Well, maybe you shouldn't stand in the corner at the Walmart bathroom.
Well, what else are you supposed to do in there? I mean, I go to Walmart to go to the bathroom. That's where I go. That's where I go.
Well, why do you stand in the corner, though, when you're done?
I get out there in the big part of the store, and I feel scared because it's so big, and there's so much stuff and people.
Well, that's true.
I go and hide in the corner of the bathroom.
That's true. Yeah. Why don't you just leave?
Well, I got to go to Walmart. Everybody goes to Walmart.
That's true.
That's where everybody is.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Everybody who's anybody goes to Walmart. Except for the people who protest Walmart.
Yeah, very true. Well, even they go.
It's a big conglomeration, and we don't want to.
They still go. They still go.
Oh, I gotta go get some tea. I'll be right back. I gotta go into Walmart and get some tea.
They still go there.
I go get some cheap plastic crap from China. It's in the store.
Sure. Why not?
Yeah. Oh well.
So my Tesla has
your testicles. What?
My testicles have lost their.
It's gone out.
They're gone. They've deflated. They've been chopped off. Cut. And so I'm using this device here. This it's a Cooper Plus is what
the Cooper Plus, ladies and gentlemen. The Cooper Plus is a splash of vaping technology. The Cooper Plus is a stunning splash of scientific droopy drawers technology.
Droopy drawers?
Well, that's what it says here. I'm just reading what it says.
So I'm using this here, and I'm going to be using it for maybe another week or so before I do a review on it.
Is that a 200 watt?
This is a 200 watt.
We have a question in the room about a 200 watt.
200 watt.
200? I don't know if it's a question or a statement.
Temperature controlled.
It's a TC.
200 watt
It would be TC.
device. And I will be doing a review on it.
We'll be doing a giveaway on one. So, Deadpool, if you want to...
Not on this one. We're not going to get this one.
No, but they'll be available. They will soon be available at evaporhut.com.
Yes, they will soon be
eventually.
Available there. Yes.
When they get their website, when they get their act together. At the rate they're going, it's probably going to take them 2 or 3 more years. They probably have that stuff up all and running, won't they?
The website is up and running.
Oh yeah, and they got devices on there.
No, not the devices.
Well, what's wrong with the devices on there?
Oh, the devices. They're not on there yet. I don't know.
It's got one of the devices.
I don't know.
I mean, a day seems like 1,000 years in this industry. So
it's what happens when you deal with technology.
Maybe later in the day they'll have it all done. Yeah, it's tough to put in a store. I've tried this many times. I've had some things of my own, believe it or not, and
drip, drip, drip.
The putting together a store without paying a whole bunch of money. It's just some of the store stuff is ridiculously priced, and it's just ridiculous. There's some options out there, but if you really want a nice store and you want to it's tough to kind of get that done. You'd think there'd be an easier way to do e-commerce in this day and age.
Well, and you have to deal with people.
I know. If you didn't have to deal with people, it'd be great. But yeah, I think eVapor Hut's making progress on that, and they're working on that. They have some people working on it. Has a fine team of people working on that. So eventually there will be devices available there on evaporhut.com. That's with an O-R. eVapor.
So yes, I will be doing a review on this before too long here. And we'll also be getting a device from China. And we'll be doing a giveaway on that one.
Yes.
That one we'll be giving away.
Yeah, there's supposed to be kind of like this line of stuff coming from this company that we're got all linked up with. And we'll be able to start doing reviews and giveaways on that stuff and be able to buy stuff. And probably, that's one of eVapor Hut's suppliers, right? So we'd be able to get things. Will they be having things for them?
Yeah.
Or make it available to them?
Yeah, some of the stuff they may carry.
Other things they won't, but we'll still do the review, and you can find it somewhere else online because you just do a Google search and find it. But you won't get the kind of service that eVapor Hut provides. That's for sure. Because they're different. Because that's just the way it is. So yes. So I probably need to go send this email out before I get in trouble. So
well, why don't we play a video while you're gone?
What video do you want to play? You want to play the cow? You want to play the searching cow? The cow checker? We got. What else do we got here?
I don't know. We got the news video. The news video thing.
News? Oh yeah, let's play that one. Yeah, we got that. Let's see how. Now we need to find out if this kind of comes across. The audio in this might be terrible, and the report is pretty good. What is it? This is the report about. Now I couldn't figure out whether or not this was positive or negative, but it sounded like they were talking about something that wasn't positive there. What they were doing with that, so we're going to try to play this. We'll try to get the audio up. We may have to reset it. If we put this over on the screen, it might play.
The audio?
Yeah.
I doubt it.
See what it does here. It's supposed to play, but I doubt if it will. We'll probably just be able to hear it from the speaker from the computer, and the speaker in the computer is not that good. So apologize for that, but hopefully you'll be able to understand it, and we'll get ourselves out of the way here so you can see what's going on. So we're going to disappear for a second, and this is Brett Stafford.
Hi, Brett.
He's holding his mouth in a very he's waiting for us. Very interesting manner there. He's kind of like he's surprised.
He's surprised.
It's like, when am I going to get started here? I'm sitting here waiting. So yeah, it's we'll get this guy playing and we'll see what happens. Let me pull up. Yeah, the audio button is on, so it should be working, but it's probably not going to work. Who knows? So if you want to play it, go ahead and start it, and we'll see how it does.
By RegulatorWatch.com. Dragon slaying. That's what public health officials do. Over the past 150... Major progress was made in reducing mortality and raising life expectancy, all thanks to the public health movement. But there are still dragons to be slain, and the fiercest and most formidable is smoking. At the turn of the 20th century, smoking-related diseases were rare, but as cigarette smoking became increasingly popular, lung cancer and heart disease became epidemic. Cigarette smoking invaded every aspect of modern life, from the battlefield to the home front, and permeated magazines, movies, and TV.
In a repeated national survey, doctors in all branches of medicine, doctors in all parts of the country were asked, "What cigarette do you smoke, doctor?" Once again, the brand named most was Camel.
It's going through. But
Yes, according to this repeated nationwide survey, more doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarette. Why not change to Camels for the next 30 days and see what a difference it makes in your smoking enjoyment? See how Camels agree with your throat. See how mild and good tasting a cigarette can be.
Considering that even doctors in the 1940s and 50s promoted cigarettes, it's not hard to understand how smoking became so prevalent. But as more and more people began to get sick and die, public health officials unleashed a crusade to stamp out smoking. Canada played a leading role in the fight by passing new legislation that set worldwide standards for tobacco control. Laws enacted in the late 1980s and implemented in the 90s banned cigarette advertising, sports and entertainment sponsorships, and smoking in public spaces and in the workplace. The new laws also restricted in-store display, significantly increased taxes, and put health warnings and graphic images on the pack. A key player in developing Canada's tobacco control initiatives is David Sweeter, Ontario lawyer and adjunct professor of law at the University of Ottawa. He's a renowned expert on matters of public health dealing with tobacco and has spent the last 30 years on the front lines in the battle against smoking. He thinks e-cigarettes could be one of the biggest breakthroughs ever in public health. So RegulatorWatch.com reached out to ask why so many of his anti-smoking colleagues seem to disagree. David, thanks for joining us. First off, please tell our viewers a bit about your role in the battle against smoking.
Was admitted to the bar in Ontario in 1983. I went straight into working on public health dealing with tobacco. I played a key role in a whole range of world precedent-setting measures in Canada, whether it be the tax increases, the advertising bans, the health warnings, the smoke-free spaces, getting smoking out of airplanes, all of that stuff. Having done it in Canada, I was replicating it, doing the same sort of stuff with the World Bank, the World Health Organization, other groups globally. And I'm now an adjunct professor of law at the University of Ottawa. I'm a member of the Center for Health Law Policy and Ethics at the University of Ottawa, and I've got a position at the University of Nottingham in the UK.
Well, there you have it. You're obviously the right guy to talk to. David, when we evaluate the regulatory environment around vaping, it appears public health officials are taking a zero-tolerance attitude.
Well, there's certainly a very strong abstinence-only part of what's going on in the anti-smoking movement. I think it's one of the most counterproductive things that we've ever seen. That we've known for decades, people smoke for the nicotine. They die from the tar. They die from the smoke. The nicotine itself, at the dosage level somebody's looking for, is not particularly hazardous. So it can be usefully compared to caffeine. That, many of us consume caffeine. Some of us consume quite a lot of it. We get caffeine in a way that causes us very little harm. If we got our caffeine by smoking tea leaves rather than brewing tea, that too would be killing us, not because of the caffeine, but because we'd be sucking smoke into our lungs.
So with vaping, nicotine is delivered through the vapor, not smoke, so does that mean less risk?
Well, in vaping, I mean, there's no doubt that once you get rid of the smoke, you get rid of the vast, vast majority of the problems associated with cigarettes. In this case, anybody who's open-minded and actually understands the science and is willing to look at it is saying there is no question that it's way less hazardous, massively less hazardous.
But David, a lot of your colleagues in the public health arena are saying the exact opposite. They're behind the push to demonize nicotine and ban vaping. Why is that?
I've spent a lot of time trying to figure this out. Why you have people who will they support legalizing marijuana. They support giving teenagers information about how to prevent pregnancy. They support needle exchange programs. They support safe injection sites. But when you get to nicotine, they're abstinence only. And I think some of it is that we had people who got involved in this issue because they saw a black and white. They saw something where they could fight evil. And evil was the cigarette companies. And they play a really good role as evil because, these are people who were, misleading the public for a very long time about a huge cause of death. They were denying that advertising affected consumption. They denied that they had any interest in people taking up smoking. They denied that it ever caused any illness. And I think people went after them the way that a dragon attracts dragon slayers. It's an evil entity and you're going to go out and destroy it. And I think some just lost sight of the public health component of this. And, there's obviously you're not, but for them, they see the world in terms of dragons, and you've just become a dragon.
But dragon slaying sounds also very noble, but in the case of vaping, isn't it just doing more harm than good?
With nicotine, we've done this amazing thing that we've essentially given the cigarette companies a monopoly on long-term nicotine use. So if you need or want nicotine on an ongoing basis, you've got virtually no option other than to get it from smoking cigarettes, which then has a huge probability of killing you. And every time we come up with something, or entrepreneurs come up with an idea of a different way to do this, we can give them the nicotine without the smoke, it gets attacked. Not the cigarettes getting attacked, the alternative gets attacked. And that's part of that whole abstinence-only thing. It's really treating smoking, nicotine, tobacco like it's sin rather than it's a public health issue.
David, you're an anti-smoking crusader, and we're directly involved in developing the regulations which impose strict limitations on tobacco. Now, vaping is being jammed into the same legislation. What's the impact of that?
What we're now saying to smokers is that your smoking is no more hazardous than vaping, because we're going to treat them the same. Vaping is a big problem, and you will probably see this as I do in talking to smokers who believe now not only is vaping not way less hazardous, it's not even less hazardous. They think it's probably more hazardous, so they're not going to do it. And that's because the environment, the government is really clamping down on vaping, but you can still buy cigarettes in all these places. They're going to try to close the vape shops, but every corner store is selling you cigarettes. Well, what's that tell you? Cigarettes must be safer. And if they start talking about all these terrible things they found in e-cigarettes without putting it in context of saying, well, yeah, somebody found something that could be a problem, except that it's there at 1/1000th of the level you find in a cigarette. They just say it's there. It's scaring people. And if you have reputable institutions coming up with research that is saying how bad these things are, again, it's telling smokers keep smoking.
Finally, David, is the regulatory push against vaping misplaced, and are public health officials taking their eye off the big issue, which is still cigarette smoking?
There's no question, but that's the big issue. That's the one we can deal with. We need to deal with the product. We need to deal with the delivery system. And we're being stymied. We're being prevented from doing that from people who think that by attacking any alternative to the cigarette, they're somehow getting somewhere. Well, all they're really doing is protecting the cigarette business and killing more Canadians.
Well, that's it for this edition of Reg Watch. Before you head off, please like us on Facebook, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter. For RegulatorWatch.com, I'm Brent Stafford.
So, yeah, that's it.
Well, there you go.
That was,
What's that guy talking there? Oh, that's
he's crazy.
Yeah.
It's gonna, see, there's what you call a lag. I think.
lag?
I think it's called a lag.
Is that anything like a hag?
I think it's called something like a lag or
Is it
something.
like a lag?
Possibly a lag.
A lag?
Could be a lag.
Lag
perhaps.
time?
Maybe.
Like rag time?
Possibly.
Yeah?
Something.
Well, there we are.
Maybe.
There we are.
Possibly.
Get rid of all that stuff. What's all that stuff doing up there?
What?
Why is that stuff all up there?
I don't know.
Hey, look at what I got.
What? What do you got?
I got hemorrhoids.
Oh, no, I don't want to see those.
I mean,
I don't want to see those.
Another
No.
TIM there for you. Too information much. Yeah. So we lost pretty much all of our viewers during that little segment.
Well, of course.
So any commentary there on that, Dustin, on the information that we have?
Not really, no.
Nothing to say for
Well,
yourself?
you know,
Okay.
everything you said was true.
Yeah. Well,
The government is
Taking
trying
over.
to scare the crap out of people
Yeah.
with about e-cigarettes. So smokers are still smoking because they think that e-cigarettes are bad for you. When,
smokers are smoking because that's what they do. They smoke.
They smoke, and
If they stop smoking, they're no longer smokers.
This is true. That's true. Yeah. That's true.
What you got is you got your former smokers, your present smokers, and then you also have your future smokers, like kids. Like
And
little kids.
and then you have your vapors.
Then you got your vapors, and you got your there's not I don't know a lot of former vapors, but you got your present day vapors, and then you got your future vapors, which are kids. Yeah. So,
What?
yeah. Deadpool says that was a good article. Good interview. Brian Traveler says, good interview. Song time. Yes, it's song time.
Yeah,
And this would have been your clue. Was this your clue? Right
Maybe.
here? Was that a clue?
Might have been
Have a clue.
a tip off.
Little tip off.
It could have been a hint, possibly, maybe. I don't know. I don't. This is music to vape by, perhaps. Is that what this is? Huh? Yeah. Yes.
That was just music
Yes.
to shake your head by.
Is this? Yes.
This is music to vape
music
by.
to vape by?
We're gonna play a little game here again today.
Here we go.
You guys you guys are gonna make up the song. I'm gonna sing it. So you got to come up with some words that are singable. They have to be, PG rated. I'm not gonna sing any X-rated stuff.
The kids on the bus go vape,
or-
vape, 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 vape,
Or the
vape,
anything
vape,
that Donald Trump might say if he's mad at a microphone. He starts cussing and swearing. I'm not going to be doing that. So there you go. We're taking suggestions for places we might be able to move to out of this country if Donald Trump becomes president. So if you have any ideas or suggestions, let me know.
I have a cucumber
Because
in my.
you do in your.
I have a cucumber in my.
I have a cucumber in my. Fill in the blank. I got a cucumber in my.
Fill in the blank.
Oh, fill in the blank. Are there gaseous clouds around Uranus?
My anus.
Are there gaseous clouds around Uranus?
My anus.
I think so. But I'm not gonna check. Not gonna check that out. That was funny. What was that? What kind of chord was that?
I don't know. I noticed that. It was noticeable.
Okay, we got some lyrics coming in now.
Oh my.
Bottom of the wire. There once was a traveling elf.
Traveling what?
Traveling elf. There
Elf?
once was a traveling elf. Elf, We'll start over.
An elf?
Elf.
An elf?
There once was a traveling elf.
An elf?
He got stuck in a fridge. Oh, that traveling elf.
Pesky little fella.
Pesky little devil. Got stuck in a fridge. Now I'm just waiting for words.
I have a cucumber in my.
I got a cucumber in my. Oh, it's in my. Ow. And it's painful.
It hurts.
Oh, yes, it is. Whenever you get a cucumber stuck in my.
Fill in the blank.
Fill in the blank. Like a nose or an ear or an eyeball. What were you thinking?
My anus.
Yes, the one with gaseous rings around it.
My testicles are dropping.
What?
Testicles?
What are they doing?
Dropping?
Because my testicles are dropping. I got a cucumber stuck in my testicles are dropping. I got a cucumber stuck in my testicles are dropping. Oh, they're dropping. Oh, my testicles, they are dropping. Because I stuck in my testicles. They are dropping. Oh. I lost contact. I lost my contact.
Uh-oh.
I think that pesky elf stole it. Oh, that pesky stealing little contact stealing elf.
That elf
Steals my contacts every time.
has a
Every
cucumber
time.
in his...
Huh?
What?
Huh? What?
What?
What'd you say?
Huh?
I can replay this, you know. I can replay this. It's being recorded
No, it's not.
on
No,
YouTube.
This isn't live.
It's on YouTube.
It's alive. Soylent Green is made of people. It's too loud. It's too loud. Probably cutting the mics out. It's way too loud. Too loud. Too much. It's too
You
much.
didn't like the body English I was
Oh,
putting
it's
on
too
there?
much. Too much.
I was putting a lot of body English
Yeah,
on
it's
there.
too much. Too much. Too much body. Something.
Well.
Too much. It's too much. Too much.
Well,
I give up.
Huh.
Too much.
how about if I,
Too much. Too much. There you go. That's better. Music to vape by. Soothing.
got a cucumber
Up my...
stuck in my
Oh, I said up my...
testicles are dropping.
Dropping. Yeah. They're dropping
Testicles are dropping
to the floor.
in the fridge.
Brr. Chili.
What's that elf doing in there? He's in there with your testicles.
What's he doing to my testicles? What's that little elf doing to my testes? That's what she said.
Gonna do a little tribute to David Bowie.
Let's dance. Let's dance.
Let's dance.
That's good.
That's all the songs I know about him. I don't know anything more about him. That's all I know.
That was good.
Yeah. So that's my little tribute to him. He's dead, by the way.
I felt like dancing.
Well, it's an invitation to dance.
Let's dance.
Let's go to the key of G. See what we can find there.
That's a good key. I like the key of G. I like the key of G. Makes me wanna pee.
Oh, the key of G makes me wanna pee,
All
but I
over.
can't really go
Me.
'cause my testicles are dropping. Oh, chickamungas, chimichangas,
Chunga. Ooh, that sounds good.
oh, chimichangas are stuck in the fridge
With
my testicles. And that little silly elf, I don't know what he's doing in there, taking pictures of the chimichangas. I saw him sneak a peek of your cucumber. Oh, yes, he did.
I have a cucumber up my...
Because that cucumber is still stuck in your testicles. They are dropping. Bloop, bloop, bloop. They fell into chimichangas. Oh, and that little elf, he lost an eye.
That pesky guy.
Oh, he's quite the pesky guy. Now he's stuck in the fridge. He'll probably die.
Oh.
He'll probably die.
Makes me wanna cry.
Probably die. Let's all cry.
Cry. Cry.
Like a big baby. Like a big baby with a chimichanga.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
See a little reggae here. chimichanga. Oh, chimichanga. Chimichanga. We got 8 people in the room.
Yes, that does not surprise me, sir.
If I stop singing, it'll go way up through the roof. It'll go way up.
Well, keep singing.
Lose them all.
Keep singing.
Lose them all.
My juice is burning.
My juice is burning.
Watts are too high.
Oh, the watts are way too high. My juice is burning.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. Watts are too high. Oh, they're way up in the sky. They're probably gonna die because they can't fly. What goes up must come down. Oh, yes, it must. Oh, yeah. All those watts, they're gonna fall on your head.
I'll be
Like
dead.
a big chimichanga. Chimichanga.
I need my meds.
Chimichanga. Oh, I need my meds before I go to bed. Can I hit my heads? Cause I can't rhyme anything anymore. It's like I'm laying on the floor. Should have gone to the store. I don't want any more. Chimichanga. It's hard to find something that rhymes with chimichanga. Howabunga.
I belong
I belong
in the middle.
in a mental institution. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Happy Hanukkah. Oh yeah. You're a graver, yeah. Groom better mush. Groom better mush. Oh, doet membro baka. Bist du Amish?
A bitch too. A bitch too.
Chewbacca. Oh, Chewbacca. He was chewing on a chimichanga. Chimichanga. Chicky waka waka laka luka. Looky looky laka 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 loo.
Do we have more news to talk about? Do we have more news to talk about?
Oh yeah, are you done listening to my?
Well, we better
Are
talk
you pretty
about
much
some-
tired of that?
yeah,
I was just starting to get on a roll.
let's
there.
move
I was
on
just
to
starting
the,
to get there.
we got a little
just
more-
starting to get primed up, getting ready to go. Almost there.
We got a little more news to talk about.
We had 9 people in the room. We were coming back from our slump.
You were getting there, yeah.
Yeah, I was getting there.
Getting
Now
close.
all of a sudden, hold your ears, boys and girls. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, oh, Dustin wants to do the news.
Well, I think,
Are we going to take any callers?
120 minutes of solid guitar playing is too much.
Oh, that's just about right. It's just about getting started. 120 minutes, that's just getting started. So yeah, we are going to take callers a little later. I didn't put the
What?
phone number up there. But,
How long is this show?
Oh, it's 2 hours. 2 hours long. We
doing
got
it-
started late.
We're doing a 4-hour show
We're doing
today?
a 4-hour show.
Doing
This is the marathon. We're raising money for Charlie Chan.
I got to go home, get drunk, do some drugs, and
Well,
sit in
there's
my-
always time for that.
sit in my easy chair.
There's always time for that. Yeah, I got some news here. Let me wet my whistle and I'll start reading. And then maybe we'll let somebody call in and talk to us about it.
Oh, that'll be exciting.
This battery's about dead. I got this phone working, but we don't have a way to plug it in. There's a plug on the side here. This just in. This is the news. There's a plug on the side here, but it takes a micro plug instead of a regular, like a 3.5 millimeter. So I'll have to get an adapter.
So every time the battery dies, you have to buy a new battery?
I have to buy a new phone.
Oh.
Yeah. And then I can get the thing to charge. That's not a problem. But the problem was getting the adapter plugged into the mixer. I don't have a plug to go into the mixer, so I need to bring my other suitcase thing in here with all the adapters on it.
Oh.
Because that's a little bit of a problem. Because we're going to start taking calls. That's
And
right.
if you're caller,
you're caller number 25,
if you're the only caller,
well,
which you probably
you
will
might win
be,
something.
you might win something.
You might win something. So yeah, I guess we could take Skype calls, but that's always screwy. That just creeps me out. That's creepy.
We save that for interviews.
Yeah. So Here's the title of this is called "Read the Stunning Correction This Scientist Dropped on Her Own Anti-E-Cig Study via at Daily Caller." Daily Caller's been pretty good at applying the new fashion of double hatting. Double hatting is something that is really becoming quite popular, and we kind of started it because you're wearing a hat and then you put another hat on.
Yeah.
Because it adds to.
Well, what if
sometimes less is more?
Maybe you're confused.
No.
No, about how
No.
you're feeling.
No.
So you use two hats.
No. Yeah. No.
So just one hat.
Maybe you're confused. Yeah. No. Yeah. No.
I am.
I'm confused. Maybe no. Yeah.
Are
no.
you confused?
I'm maybe no. No.
I'm
Yeah.
confused.
No. Yeah. No. I don't know. Yeah, because that's because now I don't have to take a hat on and put a different hat on, and basically.
What?
Night, guys. Love your show.
Oh.
Got to go.
Night.
Got to go. See you, Deadpool.
Yeah.
Lasagna.
See ya.
I didn't get the lasagna word in there. Sorry.
Should be Tuesday. You can stop and see us then if you want.
Yeah, Tuesday.
4
we should be
o'clock.
back. As long as it doesn't snow too much, or as long as it's not 4 below zero or something. Because we're not coming in if it's too cold. I'm not doing it. So, yes, it's the stunning correction this scientist dropped on her own anti-Cig study via at the Daily Caller. So, yes, but getting back to the hat issue, though, it's kind of one of those things where sometimes less is more. Sometimes more is more.
Sometimes.
Usually it is.
Not always.
Scientifically speaking.
Not always.
More is sometimes more.
Sometimes.
Yes. If you have 2 and you get another one, that's more.
Sometimes.
If you have 2 and someone takes one away from you, that's less.
It's sometimes less.
Yes.
Maybe
less in that case would not be more.
It could be more.
It would be, no, it's not, it's less.
But it could be.
Yeah. Okay, so if you have $100 and you give me 50,
Yeah. That could be more.
you could say it's more. So now you have more money. So why don't you give me 50 and then you got more money?
But it could be less, too.
No, it's never less.
But it could be.
Less is always more.
No, but it could be less or more. It could be more
So,
or less. More or less. It could be more or less.
Yes, it could be more or less. So look, we're going to read. I'm going to try to read this without any interruptions.
Okay, go ahead.
Good luck with that.
I'm not going to interrupt you.
Oh, no, of course not. No, there's not going to be any interruptions. Nothing's going to happen. No dog's going to jump up in my laps. No ceiling's going to fall down. The gutter won't fall off the building. The glasses won't get cleaned. I
will not interrupt you. Go ahead, sir. Go right ahead.
So, this is by Guy Bentley Reporter. By Guy Bentley Reporter.
I don't know who that is.
I think his last name is Bentley Reporter because it's all one word on here. It says Bentley Reporter. Guy Bentley Reporter.
Do you know him?
Go figure. He probably has to. If you grow up with that kind of a name, you got to become a reporter when you get older because you're Guy Bentley Reporter.
Oh, it makes sense.
Yeah. Reference number 4854189 because you guys need to know that. The lead scientist on an anti-Cig study that sparked a wave of controversy has issued a correction clarifying the study did not find e-cigarette vapor was as harmful as cigarette smoke.
Really?
Whoops. Ooh. I bet this will make national news. So they come out with that kind of stuff, they make a correction that goes under the radar, and nobody will pull that off the wire.
Of course not.
Dr. Jessica Wang Rodriguez. I don't know if you remember that. We read that report earlier. It was a couple weeks ago. Read that report on a Tuesday news day. And we were making fun of it and ripping it apart. Maybe it's because of our...
I bet it was. Yep. Right here, right now.
We did it. We put the pressure on, baby.
Right here.
That's right.
Right now.
That's right. All of our watchers, all of our listeners, all of our patrons, if you will.
Well, it's the Vaping Nation.
It's the Vaping Nation. It's not a vaping closet. It's not the vaping pee in the corner. It's the Vaping Nation. Nation.
That's right. Yeah.
Nation. Got the right button. There we go. Vaping Nation. There. Which button did I push there? That's the wrong button.
Fred, Tim, Bob, Jilly, Bob, Jilly.
I really need to mark those buttons.
Jilly, Sue,
Yeah.
Sue, Jim, Bob, Janie, Tim, Karen.
So, yes. So, Dr. Jessica Wang Rodriguez was the lead researcher on a study published in Oral Oncology that claimed 2 e-cigarette products damaged cells in ways that could lead to cancer. The study received a shower of criticism for not representing any real-world e-cigarette use. The study's own press release made clear that it didn't seek to mimic the actual dose of vapor that an e-cigarette user would get, and that's one of the comments we made. But that didn't stop major media outlets presenting the study's findings as if they were related media are distorting the dubious study claiming e-cigarette can cause cancer. So yeah, the big headline was e-cigarettes cause cancer. Ah, yeah, because that's what they took that and ran with it because of the way she typed it up, and I think it was done legitimate. It was done on purpose, purposefully. That's what I'm trying to say. Deliberately. There you go. In wake of hyperbolic media coverage, that's a big word for media coverage. Hyperbolic media coverage and heavy criticism, Rodriguez wrote this correction, which was added to the study's press release after the fact. Contrary to what was stated or implied in much of the news coverage resulting from this news release, the lab experiments did not find that e-cigarette vapor was as harmful to cells as cigarette smoke. In fact, one phase of the experiments not addressed in the news release, conveniently left out, found that cigarette smoke did, in fact, kill cells at a much faster rate. However, because similar cell damage mechanisms were observed as the result of both e-vapor and regular cigarette smoke, Dr. Wang Rodriguez asserts, based on the evidence from the study, that e-cigarettes are not necessarily a healthier alternative. We're just still not going down on that. Are still not a healthier alternative to smoking regular cigarettes.
Wow.
Still won't back up on that.
Wow. It's incredible.
How far down
She just said.
in the sand do you have to have your head planted?
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
she just said that, but she's still not.
That's incredible.
She's backing up and apologizing, but she's saying the same thing.
Wow.
And it's all opinion. It's not based on scientific. There's no science in this at all. This is a terrible study. As stated in the journal paper in the news release, further research is needed to better understand the actual long-term health effects of e-cigarettes in humans. The correction is a substantial departure from the message given out in the original statement. Not in my opinion. I don't think she went that far with it. One of Rodriguez's more eye-catching comments in the release, which remains unaltered and was widely picked up by the media, was, "I believe that they e-cigarettes, are no better than smoking regular cigarettes." Rodriguez's opinion is way outside the medical mainstream, and a host of public health professionals criticized her remarks. Dr. Michael Siegel, a professor in the Department of Community Health Sciences at Boston University School of Public Health, with 25 years of experience in the field of tobacco control, said, "Not only is the conclusion baseless, but it is damaging to the public's health. It undermines decades of public education about the severe hazards of cigarette smoking. To declare that smoking is no more hazardous than using e-cigarettes, a non-tobacco containing product, is a false and irresponsible claim."
Bingo.
So he's kind of hitting it from the other direction. He's saying, well, if e-cigarettes, basically he's saying that she's coming across like, oh, cigarettes aren't very, very bad for you because e-cigarettes aren't that bad for you. So cigarettes aren't bad for you then. And this guy's coming from the other angle saying, no, smoking's really bad for you, and we haven't any indication that e-cigs are anywhere near that bad. So nevertheless, her comments were seized on by elements of the media, most notably the Daily Telegraph's science editor, Sarah, I think it's Knapton. It starts with a K, but it's Knapton. Knapton, who ran with the headline, "E-cigarettes are no safer than smoking tobacco, scientists warn." There's that word scientists again, because scientists, could be
Throw that in there.
Throw that in there because it's like talking about global warming. Scientists, they're not meteorologists. They never say meteorologists. They always say scientists. They could be biologists. They look at the data that was given to them by somebody who cranked it up. I'm not saying there's no global climate change. Don't get me wrong, because the weather's changing every day. Okay, but whether or not man is causing it or not is ridiculously. Because we can get into that whole discussion, but let's not.
No, let's
but I already have.
Let's not.
So let's not.
Let's not.
So let's move on to the other myth about vaping being bad for you. So as bad for you as cigarettes. Following the publication of following the publication of Knapton's piece, medical statisticians Adam Jacobs, writing at Stats Guy. I don't know what that is. I don't know what Stats Guy is. Stats Guy? Is that a website? Probably a website. Stats Guy?
I don't know.
Labeled Napton's piece the most dangerous, irresponsible, and ill-informed piece of health journalism in 2015. That's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
Yeah, I agree. Even I'm just a layman when it comes to scientific research and stuff, but I know enough to know about it that scientific procedures and data were not given in this article. It was a very poorly done, conjecture-filled, general basis biases and what do you call it? The hypotheses that were generated within it, and nothing was proven by it. It's just a ridiculous. To call it science was not. It wasn't science. So Napton's piece came in for even harsher criticism after she tweeted that all the latest evidence points to e-cigarette vapor being just as harmful as tobacco. She tweeted that. Rodriguez's correction will be welcomed by many, but the former director of Action on Smoking and Health, Clive Bates, was unimpressed, as am I. Myself and Mr. Clive, we are very unimpressed. And I've got this fedora hat on, which...
I like the fedora,
yes,
sir.
which shows you that I am very sophisticated. And
well, it's a fedora.
It's a fedora. Even just to be able to say the word fedora.
It's a lot like an armored turd.
Well, it's much like an armored turd on your head. So, irresponsible, interest, irresponsible study. That was the end of it, I guess, pretty much. Content created by the Daily Caller News Foundation is available without charge to any eligible news publisher that can provide a large audience for licensing opportunities of our original content. Please contact.
I don't think you need to read all that.
It's kind of a disclaimer.
Well, yeah, disclaimer.
Yeah, just to let you know, we were reading this with permission.
All you gotta do is say disclaimer. That's all you gotta do.
Disclaimer.
Just say disclaimer.
Right before you hurt somebody, right before you crash into them, if you say,
disclaimer.
If your car is out of control and you're about to hit somebody,
disclaimer.
Oh, about to hit you.
Disclaimer.
Just go, disclaimer, and then hit him. Yeah.
Disclaimer.
You're off the hook. Yep.
I didn't claimer.
I'm not going to claimer. You're going to have to claimer.
Somebody's got to
Not disclaimer, that claimer. So, yeah.
Disclaimer.
Is our room still working? Because nobody's saying anything.
I don't know.
Nobody's texting. Nobody's commenting. Usually about this time in the whole thing, somebody starts jumping in there with all kinds of comments.
Well, yeah, but nobody's...
They usually say, hey, look at the sky. They'll say, hey, look, my tire fell off. Hey, look, I got duct tape stuck on my nose. Hey, look, I got 2 hats on. Or something, something. Oh.
What? 2 hats on? Who does that?
Who would do that?
Who would wear 2 hats?
Who would wear 2 hats?
Who would do that?
That's just ridiculous.
That's disgusting.
Yes.
It's disgusting. So is it time to go get drunk and have some party favors?
Yes, it is. The show's over. That's our 2-hour show.
Let's go drown our
1-hour show
sorrows in a
took
bucket
2 hours.
of booze.
There's not a bucket of booze big enough to drown my sorrows. Right back to you, Bob.
Over to you, Sam.
Over to you, Sam.
Timmy? Where's Timmy at?
Yes, you missed the news there, Brian Traveler. You kind of missed out on all the good news. We had a bunch of good news there.
You missed it.
You missed it all.
You missed it.
Justin Morgenhofen-Snaffler was reporting. So I'm taking off the Justin Morgenhofen-Snaffler hat, and now I'm just the pinhead again. So,
Pinhead.
Pinhead, man.
Pinhead. We have a pinhead for sale.
Justin Pinhead.
Call 1-900-PINHEAD.
588-4300 Empire.
Strikes back. Huh. What?
Huh? So, yeah, I guess we're ready to hit the old...
well, that's the show.
The closing...
It's time to go bathe our booze in the biscuit sauce. It's time to go... I don't know.
Oh, is that right? Well,
I don't know.
Shall we start up the credits? Should we start them up?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we can try it.
I don't know.
We can certainly try it.
I don't know.
Should we end it?
I don't know. We ending it?
End it?
Is the show over?
Well, it's been on for over. It's like almost 2 hours.
Well, all right. Let's go through this. The juice from today that was given away today and every other day that we have a show, almost every Friday, is from evaporhut.com. You can go there. You can get some good juice. They have good customer service.
The old links there in the old pantry.
And they what?
The old chat pantry room there.
The link is in the chat room now. They go check them out. They got good juice.
Yes,
And
Daniel.
You can use promo code VapingNation and you get 20% off your order.
Daniel2633, you missed the show.
So
you missed it.
Yeah, we were on for a long time.
For like a long time. We were waiting for you, and you never showed up, so we just decided to leave.
Waited and waited and
because
waited.
we couldn't wait for you any longer.
And waited and waited and waited.
Half my life spent waiting on Daniel 25364.
Kept waiting.
2633.
Next week I'll try to post about the show a little earlier, so folks can actually remember that it's on. Possibly.
I forgot. Yep.
I tend to forget.
I do too. Yep.
So, yeah, run the credits, sir.
So Dan got off work early today. He took off work early today just to watch the show.
Wow.
Yeah, he makes like $100 an hour.
Sorry, Dan.
He left like 3 hours early, so he's going to lose like $300 just to watch the show. And now we're leaving. Too bad for you. No, sorry you missed us today, Dan. We'll be back on Tuesday.
Tuesday at 4.
Newsday at 4 o'clock. Fridays are at 3.
Fridays at 3.
Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you make it back. And thanks for everybody who watched. Congratulations to those of you who won the juice. And we'll be back Tuesday with... And I left. I said, hey, the Vaping Nation is on. I'm out. And they all went, what?
The what?
What? The what's on?
The what? The do what? The who's
you gotta
dog?
do what? Okay, yeah. So there you go.
Well, at least you're not at work anymore.
Yeah, you got that going for you. And there's like 3 or 4 other shows on there you can watch because they'll sit there and go.
Yeah, you could always go to our
room.
YouTube channel.
Yeah, you can go to our YouTube channel. You can look at the rerun. I mean, it's on there.
It'll be up. It should be up. The next half hour.
Yeah, it should be posted up there in a little bit, and a little bit.
And to watch our old shows.
Or you can watch our old shows, or you can watch new shows. You can make your own shows. You can do. You can make something up. You can get drunk, fall down, and act like you're watching a show. You can.
That's what I'm going to do tonight.
That's what he's going to do. That's what he's going to do. So I think we just pull this little lever here. It should start the thing right up. Well, there they go.